Names, they give us our individuality and help us to identify ourselves. To avoid misunderstandings in conversation, we give names to people, places, and objects. But people don't always agree on the correct pronunciation. The many languages and dialects in the world can leave you scratching your head and make it difficult to find the right sounds. This is a problem that crops up again and again in the car industry, where the large number of international car manufacturers create a veritable muddle of pronunciations. For example, is it Lamborghini with a soft G or Lamborghini with a hard one? Do you say Citroën or Citroën? It often helps to know what country a car manufacturer is from. If you know a language's accents and stresses and perhaps even a little vocabulary, you can work out the names for yourself. So, names like Renault and Peugeot can be quickly deduced from their spelling. But it becomes more difficult when the manufacturers decide the pronunciation of a name for themselves. In these cases, language or reading skills don't help much. Like, for example, Volkswagen's Phaeton or Phaeton. Okay, Phaeton is a bit more complicated, I admit. The origins of the name are in Greek mythology, and in that sense you'd say Phaeton. But it's also used in French, where it's pronounced Phaeton, and we've used the French pronunciation, so we say Phaeton. And while we're on the subject of Volkswagen, did you know the legendary Scirocco? No, never mind, it doesn't exist. The correct pronunciation, of course, is Scirocco. Another classic is the Karmann Ghia, or however it's pronounced.
Natürlich ist Karmann Ghia richtig. Kommt aus dem Italienischen.
Naturally, Karmann Ghia is right. It's Italian. Over there, GH is pronounced as a hard G. Aha, like spaghetti then. So it's not Lamborghini, like a genie from a lamp. The name is pronounced Lamborghini. A GH is always G in Italian. And Lamborghini has several other names that are difficult to pronounce, like the Gallardo, correct?
Gallardo is richtig.
Gallardo is correct. It's a Spanish name, a type of bull. It's pronounced Gallardo. You don't say the two L's. Murciélago, there's an accent over the E, so it's Murciélago. And Estoque, written Estoc with a Q, but pronounced Estoque. But Lamborghini has a still more complicated name in store. How did this one come about? You know the one I mean, this Countach, or what was it again? Countach? It means wonder in the Piedmont dialect. One of the designers in the team came up with it to express his admiration because he was so pleased with the car's appearance.
Sich so gewundert hat, dass diesen Ausdruck benutzt hat, seine positive Verwunderung auszudrücken.
In the premium sports car class, there is yet another manufacturer who gets creative with the names of their cars. The company in question is Porsche, and their Cayman or Cayman series. How is that supposed to sound?
Heißt tatsächlich Cayman.
It's actually Cayman, not Cayman. That's why we use the English spelling on the lettering at the back. That way it stays, Cayman.
Und es bleibt bei Cayman.
Apart from the Cayman, Porsche has another difficult name, this time for its SUV. Is it Cheyenne or Cheyenne? Or how do you actually pronounce it?
Wenn Sie mich ganz persönlich fragen, ich kenne auch den Begriff
I've come across Cheyenne too. I've heard that a few times, but in fact, if you look at it properly, you realize it's Cayenne.
So wie man spricht, es heißt Cayenne.
Say it how it's written. Quite simple, isn't it? But then, how do you pronounce Citroën? The correct pronunciation, since it's a French brand, is Citroën. But there's a story behind this. In Germany, a lot of people say Citroën, which actually isn't wrong. André Citroën came from a family of diamond merchants, Jews who had over time moved to France from Holland by way of Poland. When his ancestors had to take a surname by law, the ancestor in question was a trader in Mediterranean fruits. So he gave himself the name Baruch, that was his first name, Limonman. In Dutch, that's written with O-E. When the family moved to Poland, Limonman was impossible for the Poles to pronounce, so they changed it to Citroën, written in the same way as it is today. And then, when they left Poland and moved to Paris, little André's primary school teacher decided that, written in this way, the name was impossible for French people to pronounce, so he added the 2 dots, called a tréma, over the E. That indicated that the vowels O and E should be pronounced separately, and that's how the pronunciation of Citroën came about. Later, when Citroën founded his company, the pronunciation was taken over for the brand name. But it's not always complicated. Fortunately for those who have problems with difficult names, there are also manufacturers who avoid creative names completely. Models like the Audi R8 or A6 or the BMW Z4, or even simpler, the Mercedes E-Class, neatly save car fans a lot of trouble in pronouncing the names of their favorite cars. But it's certainly more exciting when the name of a car has a story behind it which distinguishes and identifies the car. Apart from that, it also sounds quite funny to hear cars referred to as the Honda Civic, the Mitsubishi, or the Ford Fiesta.